Since you guys liked my first video that I made since I restarted this YouTube channel, it was about fragrances, one of my main passions, because it's very deep. It's something that you can work on an inner way, outer way. It's a very 360 degrees topic and it's very profound. Today I want to talk about Italian fragrance brands. Why? Because I'm from Italy. There are not many people that talk about fragrances, self-care in Italian, and also that do not do it in English. So I think I'm one of the, probably not the only one, but I don't know. So I always had my first YouTube channel where I was talking in English, and now it's mostly in Italian because I opened different kinds of channels in English to talk about different topics. So probably if you follow many other YouTube channels that talk about fragrances or other things, they're not probably from Italy because Italian people struggle to speak English. And since I'm into this industry as well, in a work way, I go to all the events, I know all the people, I know all the influencers here in Italy and Europe. I work with brands. I know what are the cool brands that probably you in America or everywhere you do not know. So I want to share them with you. This is not sponsored at all, so none of these are sponsored. It's just a way to show you some of our Italian very cool brands that need to be shared. Of course, I want to share, first of all, like two honorable mentions. One is Valentino. Of course, everyone knows Valentino fragrances, so the first two or three ones will be commercial fragrances, but they are from Italy and they need to be shared. For example, Valentino Uomo Intense, I really love it. And another one is Versace. My favorite is Versace Dylan Blue. It's an Italian fragrance, super fresh, versatile. I think the most versatile fragrance ever. It creates kind of a blue bubble around you that lasts the whole day, and it's a honorable mention. Number 10 and number 9 are together because they're still the last two commercial fragrances, and are Armani and Prada, and these are my favorite ones. Giorgio Armani, the normal one or the Profondo version, but the normal one is my favorite. I think it's kind of like a very nice father-like type of fragrance, super masculine energy, authority type of scent, right out of the shower. It's a ever-living type of scent. You will never be tired of this, so it will always work. And I think this version is still the best because maybe it doesn't last too long. But guys, I think you should change a bit that thing of becoming more mature in a way in the smell, in a sense that after a while you don't want too much strength out of a perfume. Of course, you want it to be smelled by others, but there is a bon ton, there is a way of spraying yourself out there. And sometimes having something that is too strong, it's not that good for you and neither for others. And so you need something that is practical, good, and doesn't last too long. Long is okay, but not too long, because you want it to change it after a while. If I spray this fragrance and it lasts for the whole day and you smell like oud from the morning to the evening, how the hell am I supposed to change fragrance in the night for an evening event or something else, or going to sleep with this oud in my mouth all the time? So it's not good. And the other one is Prada, and this is Prada L'Homme. Classic, super elegant iris. It smells like a mysterious Florence man that goes to work with a shirt, white shirt on, and very, very nice. And now let's start with the niche brands. And these are my favorite ones. The one you need to know is Giardini Toscana. This is an affordable Italian brand that really it's super famous here in Italy because of the performance, because it lasts even too long, as I mentioned. But sometimes you want to smell everywhere. And this is Bianco Latte. This is the best seller. Everyone here has it for the evening time or for this period of the year, or even for winter time. And this smells like creamy, milky, sexy, gourmandish type of scent. It's not sugary in a way that it's nauseous, that it's bad. It's super comfy and it's very strong, and you need to know this because it's a very powerful scent here, and we have a big heritage about fragrances, so I really recommend you this. It's about 100 euros, but it's very nice. Another brand, it's this one, it's Lorenzo Pazzaglia. I also know him personally. This guy, he had a restaurant and he started creating fragrances, and after a while it exploded so much because all of his fragrances are super straight, direct type of scents. For example, one of the summer ones that he created for this summer, it was called Summer Hammer. So it's fruity, super strong. And this one is Sex C. They're eau extrait de parfum, and they're very strong. And it became super popular here in Italy because of the performance as well, because it lasts super long. This one is my favorite. It gives me so many compliments. And it's, yes, the only thing about performance is that sometimes it bothers people so much that they will make you compliments for that because they notice it. But as I told you, sometimes elegance it's better, but this works if you want that kind of attention. It's a bit minty, it's kind of on a cocktail on the beach, and I really recommend you. But also there are many other fragrances in the brand that is very nice. They are very nice. Another brand is Christian Cavagna. It's an Italian perfumer. I know him personally, and he creates very classic but also daring type of scents based on flowers, based on natural type of notes. And this is my favorite one. It's called Murice Imperiale. It's aquatic. It has very much of a strength in it. I know I talked about performance and it's not so important, but all of these fragrances probably are very strong, and this is very, very strong. It has these banana leaves with aquatic and rainy type of vibes with these tuberose. It's very, very strong, but at the same time it gives me a lot of compliments, and this is one of the first scents that I had in terms of niche in my collection when I started working in the industry. And as I told you, the conditionary olfactory thing is very important for liking fragrances, and it creates a lot of good fragrances. And another one, which is another person that of course I know. Do you know Jeremy Fragrance? Actually, there is an Italian version. One of a big friend of mine, it's called Alex Perfume, and he created his own line that is actually pretty good. And this is my favorite one. It's called Citrodora. It's citrusy, of course. It's this forest at night with the moon shining, and it's all this verbena, this lavender, this sense of freshness, of like if you're thirsty and then you have all the water that you want. It gives you that kind of sense of pleasantness. So I really like it, and he makes good fragrances and he keeps making them. So it's a way also to recognize a colleague's work, and he made great fragrances. Let's keep going. This is Nobile. This is a brand that is very nice. He creates super artistic type of fragrances. And this is called Rudis, my favorite of the brand. It's based on a gladiator. It's based on the story of this gladiator that needs a bit of wine to enter the arena to fight other gladiators. And so it's earthy, it's wine, it's blood, it's the iron of the armor. It's super, super cool. I recommend it. It's not super strong as the others, but it's very artistic. If you are looking for an artistic brand, this is it. And the last three, this one is Bois 9020. This is a super nice brand. It has so many fragrances, but at the same time, it's very, very cool. And this one is my favorite. It's called Oltremare, and it's like a ice cold tea in the summer in Italy, and it's super refreshing as well. Maybe it's not the best for this time of the year, but it's super evocative for me. I really like it. And it's a brand that I think you should know. Number 2 is Pantheon Roma. This is one of their fragrances. It's called A. They have many, and they create this aura of strength around you. They are very powerful fragrances, but very noble as well, like a Roman god. And this is A, it's based on this white elephant, this image, so it's a bit summery, but there are different others like Z, it's super strong, there are so many. And it also, if you're looking for a very well-rounded, perfect brand and it's strong, it's Pantheon Roma. And my favorite brand is not my favorite, but I think one that you know, and it's an Italian brand. I really love them. They're super nice people. And it's, of course, Tiziana Terenzi. They were famous for their candles, their scented candles. They were the first one that created the scented candles that we know today. And right now also they still make many of the scented candles that for the brands that we all love. And man, they have so many different types and collections. For example, Cassiopeia. This one is super sweet, feminine, incredible in terms of this collection based on the stars. They're all very long lasting. The bottles are super cool, even for gifts. They also have more expensive ones like this one based on this Comet. Wow, very potent. Or also this type of collection. Abrivio, this is more summery. They're also a bit spiritual as well. There is also the Quinto Canto that they make. They also have different types of brands. It's not just Tiziana Terenzi. They make also other brands like this one, which is the more accessible one. This is the Arcano degli Amanti. It's very carnal. It's very fruity as well. And also they have super expensive attars like this one. This is an attar, an oil that you see is just like 13 ml and it's like 1,000 euros, basically just this whole thing. And it's insane. It's called Cass. So that's it. These are my favorite brands. Let me know, I mean, the brands that I think you should know first. There are many others, many great ones, but I think these ones are the ones that you should get to know. Thanks guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Subscribe and see you in the next videos.